We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got some baseball, a full-on baseball card with everybody in action, a bunch of divisional matchups, which are going to be fun. But yeah, lots of games to get to today, and then also there's that Stanley Cup Finals thing that could be ending tonight. So. We'll talk about that game at the end of the show. But before we jump into today's card, we'll go look back what happened yesterday, and I don't want to talk about it. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. It was a 0-5 day. Not great. I took the Marlins. I figured Sandy Alcantara pitched fine. The Phillies got to the bullpen. The under in the Rockies game. What was it? Like that was a low-scoring game. I got 3 runs in the top of the 9th, and that killed the under. So that sucked. Baltimore was never close. San Diego was never close, even though they did hit Ohtani a little bit. Ohtani, Ohtani went 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, no strikeouts. So Ohtani has a 9 ERA to start the year. Okay, it's very, very early. And then I had the under in the NBA game last night, which did not work out because 63 points in the fourth quarter will do it. It is what it is. It was a shitty day. At least it was only 5 plays and not like 12 or 13 where we had an absolute bad day. Still not happy. So we're going to bounce back today. And also college baseball yesterday. Murray State plus 3.5. They got no hit. Still cashed. But Murray State out of Omaha. They're the second team eliminated from Omaha behind Arizona. Currently, the UCLA LSU game is suspended. It was 5-3 LSU in the 4th. So we'll see what happens with that one today. I believe it will start back up at 11. I still have UCLA on the money line, so we'll see how that goes. It's 5-3, 5-3 in the 4th. And then I think I'm going to end up grabbing Oregon State later, but I have not really looked at it because I was waiting for the UCLA game to end. But we get morning, Brad. How did your Astros do last night? I'm curious on how they did. I'm dying to hear about them. 1-1 yesterday. Miami money line loser, but Sandy over strikeout. Over hits. No, over strikeouts hit. Got it. I'm a little bit slow. It is what it is. But hey, nice work. Let's head into the MLB card for today. We'll start off with that Phillies-Marlins game. We get the Phillies at minus 175 with a total of 8.5. Jesus Lizard taking on Cal Quantrill. Jesus Lizard, a nice bounce-back spot for him. 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 5 hits in his last start versus the Cubbies. That was after letting up 20 earned runs in a little less than 6 innings in his last 2 starts previous to that, which has ballooned his ERA. He started 14 games, a 6-2 record, a 4.23 ERA, 78 and 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 24 walks, and 93 strikeouts. So he's still pitching very well besides those 2 starts that he allowed 8 and 12 earned runs. On the opposite side, we get Cal Quantrill, who has pitched 12 games this year, a 3-6 record, a 5.63 ERA, and 54 innings pitched, 34 earned runs, 17 walks, and 40 strikeouts. The Miami Marlins have lost his last 3 starts, which with the Marlins, they don't win anyway. We'll quickly look at what these 2 teams do against the respective arms. Let me refresh these real quick just to get the up-to-date numbers. Phillies it'd be Miami against lefties, and they are sitting 14th in the MLB at 90 WRC+. On the opposite side, the Phillies are sitting 10th at 107 versus righties. So hitting and pitching advantage both going towards the Philadelphia Phillies. We head to where the money is moving. And the line hasn't moved. It moved 3 cents towards the Marlins, and it's actually moved from 8 at -120 for the over to 8.5 at -110. So the line has gone up a little bit, expecting both pitchers to get hit. Let's see where the money's coming in. 85% of the bets and 90% of the handles on the Phillies, which I guess makes sense. Everybody loves the Phillies today. I kind of want to take the Marlins, but I am gonna start off my day with the over. I think both these guys get hit. The 52% of the bets and 73% of the handle is on the over, which makes me like the over in this one, just because whenever you get that type of number, that's where that kind of leans. So let's grab the over between the Marlins and the Phillies. We got some chat. They did good. I don't want to block it off. I got you. Rob, stick to hockey. All right. So Coyote is 446 confirmed. Got it. There you go. Coyote is 446 confirmed. Schwarbaum. I can see it. Tell Nick to give a breakdown on tonight's game. No. Nick is not doing ESB anymore. We've told you this hundreds of times. If you're going to keep going with this stupid joke, I'm gonna have to get rid of you. It's really getting annoying. He's not coming back. He's doing his own thing. Thank you. Can you respect that? Can you? Okay. Miami moneyline contest. There's no contest. Doesn't have to be odds for NHL. No, he's not doing that stuff. Just let it go, dude. Let it go. Let's head to the next one, which is the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Detroit Tigers. And if we saw this game 2 years ago, you would say 1-800-GAMBLER. Now we got one of the best teams in baseball with the Detroit Tigers. Bailey Falter and Casey Mize. Falter is 14 starts, a 5-3 record, a 3.36 ERA, 75 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 25 walks, and 46 strikeouts. And even though the Pittsburgh Pirates have been bad, they've won 6 out of his last 7 starts. So Bailey Falter has been really, really good. On the opposite side, you got Casey Mize, who has started 11 games this year to a 6-2 record, a 2.95 ERA. 61 innings pitched, 20 earned runs, 18 walks, and 55 strikeouts. He's coming off of a game that he did well. 2 earned runs, 8 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 5 1/3, and then the bullpen completely blew it for the Tigers, and they lost 10-1 that game. Now, I do like Bailey Falter. Let's go check out the numbers. So Detroit Tigers versus lefties are second in baseball, 123 WRC plus. The Pirates are bad against everybody. They're 84 WRC plus. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement in this one, where the line's moving 5 cents towards Pittsburgh in this game. 8 to -120, 8 -120 to 8 to -115 on the over. 5 cents towards the under. With all the money coming in on the Detroit Tigers, 88% of the bets, 86% of the bets, 88% of the handle. I'm taking a shot with the dog today. I'm taking a shot with this dog, and we're grabbing the Pittsburgh Pirates today. I can get plus 163, 165. I'm back in Bailey Falter in this one. They just seem to win for him. So plus 165. Give me the Pittsburgh Pirates today. Can he still give a prediction? Look on his Twitter. Where did the contest go? That was something Nick ran. I don't really have time with it. That is not come from me. If you see Nick, tell him I. Okay. Yes, the Yankees lost again last night. That was great. I love to see it. Well, my mod's being threatened, and we have a new ESB, and it's not even the good guys. Okay. Dude, honestly, when you keep asking over and over and over again about Nick, when he made his video, he made his decision, he's not going to be coming back, and you just keep bringing it up and keep bringing it up and keep bringing it up, it's annoying. I'm starting a new era of ESB, and you just kind of keep bringing up the past. Let it go. Let it go. Tigers -1.5. Pirates here? Yes, I'm taking the Pirates. No way. Miami better done. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I'm still grabbing the Pirates here. I agree I was leading Pirates +1.5. Yes, I like the Pirates here. Let's keep on rolling. We get the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. The Rockies won again yesterday. Good for them. Nationals are still -190. 200 in this game with a total of 9.5. We get Anthony Senzatella versus Michael Soroka. Senzatella finally got a win. They finally won one of his starts. Granted, he gave up 7 earned runs, and it took a Colorado comeback for it. But that was the first time that the Colorado Rockies had won one of Senzatella's starts since April 20th. So it had been a while because he's pitched in 14 games, started 13 of them. The one time he didn't, it was 4 innings in relief. A 1-10 record, a 7.23 ERA, in 66 innings pitched. He's allowed 110 hits, 53 earned runs, 24 walks, 35 strikeouts. The only reason why he still has a job is because he's pitching for the Colorado Rockies. On the opposite side, we got the Nationals, who have lost 9 games in a row. Michael Soroka is pitching in this one. 8 starts, a 3-4 record, a 5.14 ERA, 42 innings pitched, 24 earned runs, 10 walks, and 40 strikeouts. Neither of these guys have been good this year. Let's go take a look at how they're hitting, which both of them are facing righties. Colorado, dead last in everything, so not really surprised there. Washington, 98 WRC plus, so slightly below average. We'll go ahead and take a look at what the line movement is. It's moved 2 cents towards the Nationals, which is nothing crazy, and it has moved from 9 to 9.5. I will say I'm going to be on this game once again. I'm going to be on the over here. Both these pitchers are no bueno. And I could easily see this game being over by the 5th inning. So I'm going to take the over here. Gonna work. Oh, it accidentally posted twice. All right. I'm going for the Rockies. Okay. Nationals team total over 5.5. Yes. Yes, I like that. Yes, over. I like Nationals -1.5. I cannot take the Nationals. They've lost how many games in a row? Just not going to happen. I can't do that. How about a team that's lost 4 games in a row, and that's the New York Yankees? Beautiful. They lost 1-0 last night. They're -250 favorites with a total of 9. Hendricks versus Will Warren. Hendricks this year, 13 starts, a 4-6 record, 5.2 ERA, 71 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 18 walks, and 44 strikeouts. They've won his last 2 starts, so that's good to see for him. On the opposite side, we got Will Warren, who 14 starts, a 4-3 record, a 4.86 ERA, amongst 63 innings pitched, 34 earned runs, 29 walks, and 79 strikeouts. He's been solid enough, and the Yankees have won 6 out of his last 7 starts. But I'm not trusting the Yankees with anything right now because they've lost 4 games in a row. Both these are righties, so let's go check the numbers. Where we got the Yankees sitting in third for WRC plus against right-handed pitchers, 120 WRC plus. Angels are down low at 23rd at 95 WRC plus. So obviously a hitting and pitching advantage for the Bronx Bombers. The only way I take them is if they're a cash cow. The line has moved towards them from a 190 to a 250. Let's see, is this a cash cow? It is not, because it's not quite enough tickets. 86% of the bets, 86% of the tickets is on the Yankees. If that was, it had to be 90 plus. So this one's going to be a pass for me. I will say it's awfully intriguing to look at the over, but I'm just going to stay off of this one for today. Are we getting new merch ever? Nobody buys merch anyway. Why do you keep complaining about stuff? It's showing on a string. Okay. Angels plus 1.5. I don't hate the Angels look. I love watching the Yankees lose. D-backs and the Blue Jays are next up. We get Brandon Pfaadt versus Chris Bassett. Blue Jays are minus 115 with a total of 9. P. Fatty this year has not been great. A 5.5 ERA in 14 starts, an 8-4 record, 78 and a third innings pitch, 43 earned runs, 17 walks, and 55 strikeouts. He's been eating innings, but other than that, that's all he's really been doing this year. On the opposite side, you got Chris Bassett, who has been good this year. 14 starts, a 7-3 record, a 3.7 ERA, 80 and a third innings pitched, 33 earned runs, 19 walks, 78 strikeouts. He's been great, and there could be a possibility that Chris Bassett could be on the move from trade deadline. Although the Blue Jays are 5 games above 500, so maybe not. But there's definitely a chance that he could look to go somewhere. But he's been really good. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. Both of them facing righties. Arizona, number 2 in baseball, 123 WRC plus. Toronto, 18th at 101. So pitching advantage, Toronto. Hitting advantage, Arizona. Which Arizona mostly has the hitting advantage over everybody. So we'll go ahead and take a look at where the line's moving. The line's moving towards Arizona. It's gone from plus 115 to plus 105. So line is moving in the direction of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Line's also moving from 8.5 down up to a 9. So the line is moving towards them. And considering all the money and everything's coming in on the Blue Jays and the line's moving towards the Diamondbacks, I'm going to be intrigued in going after the Diamondbacks today. Even though Brandon Pfaadt hasn't been great, I'm going to take a shot with them. I can get plus 106. I think the line movement, everything is telling me that D-backs hit versus Bassett today. Plus 106 money line. Complaining, I would buy merch if it was something worth buying. Okay. Toronto for me, they have been hot. They have been hot, but I'm on the opposite side. Remember the designs when we were talking about it? Yes, Nick was looking at that. D-backs, yes. When you guys actually engaged with us. What is this? How is asking about merch because I want to buy a complaint? That's not what you were just, every single thing that you've been saying today has been negative. Yes, you've been mentioning that you wanted to buy merch. And then you asked, where is it? Because you knew Nick was working on it. Tim, did OKC win yesterday, or did the series get sets? It's 3-2 OKC. Good luck. This is disappointing. Goodbye. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Twins and the Reds up next. You got the Reds at minus 120. 8.5 is your total. David Fessa versus Andrew Abbott. Fessa has pitched in 5 games, a 1-1 record, a 4.76 ERA, 22 and 2/3 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 9 walks, 25 strikeouts. So he very limited sample size. But he's been good besides one bad start in Sacramento. So not really overly worried about that one. On the opposite side, you got Andrew Abbott, which has been dominant all year. He's coming off of probably the best start of his career. 9 innings, no earned runs, 3 hits, 1 walk in a 1-0 win versus Cleveland. He was absolutely amazing in that game. He's got 11 starts this year, a 6-1 record, a 1.87 ERA, 62 and 2/3 innings pitched, 13 earned runs, 20 walks, and 64 strikeouts. So he has been really, really good this year. We'll go ahead and take a look at the numbers for the teams. Twins versus lefties, 17th in baseball, 86 WRC plus. Reds versus righties, 11th in baseball, 106 WRC plus. So hitting and pitching advantage towards the Cincinnati Reds. We look at the line movement, and the line movement's against it. They opened up at minus 130. It's to a minus 108. So line is moving towards the Twinkies in this one. Line's gone from 9 at even money to 8.5 at minus 130 for the over. So basically just a juice switch for that one. So no real line movement on that. All the money's coming in on the Reds, and the line's moving towards the Twins. But not everything is correlating with the hitting and pitching advantage going towards the Reds. So I'm going to be staying off this one today. Haters going to hate, Tim. It's nothing. Yeah, I know. No, you're good. Yes, a member of for 4 months. I'm such a hater. First 5. I wanted to take the Reds today, but the line movement is just going to keep me off. Twins money line. Donate multiple times and encourage them to do more. Okay, here's the deal. Because I don't have Nick anymore, I don't have the time. Me and Nick would split stuff. I don't have the time to go and do a bunch of other stuff because I have to work. Because guess what? I don't make a lot of money on ESB. I don't make enough money in order to do this full time. So, we had a really, really good month of sales. We made $300 worth of sales. We don't make a lot of money on ESB. That's why I have to do my job at Costco. I enjoy doing ESB. I want this to eventually be my full-time job. Unfortunately, it's not at the moment. I'm trying to do the best I can, just me. So I'm sorry if that's disappointing to you. I'm trying to do the best I can. Thank you. Who is OKC playing? The Indiana Pacers. Mets at plus 113 is catching my attention. I need to look at that game. I'm not going for the Twins. I'm going for the... Why do you leave us on a cliffhanger? Let's talk about that Mets-Braves game. We got David Peterson taking on Grant Holmes. The Braves are minus 130, 8.5 total. David Peterson this year, honestly, should be an all-star. I strongly believe he should be an all-star because you look at his stats, 13 starts this year, a 5-2 record, a 2.49 ERA, coming off a 9-inning complete game shutout, 6 hits allowed. 79 and 2/3 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 24 walks, and 71 strikeouts. David Peterson has been elite this year. On the opposite side, you got Grant Holmes, who has appeared in 15 games, started 14 of them, 13-6 record, a 3.97 ERA, 79 and 1/3 innings pitched, 35 earned runs, 34 walks, and 92 strikeouts. He's also been great. He pitched against the it can't be Grant Holmes. Hold on. There's no way it's Grant Holmes today because he pitched on the 15th. I was about to say, I remember seeing his name. There's no way it's Grant Holmes today. It's Spencer Schwollenbach. Why is Covers giving me My bad. Ignore Grant Holmes stats. For some reason, that's what covers said. It was Grant Holmes today. It's not. It's Spencer Schwellenbach, who is a 5-4 record, a 3.11 ERA, 14 innings pitched. 14 games pitched, 89 and 2/3 innings pitched, 84 strikeouts and a 1 WHIP. He has been solid, but nothing crazy. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. Braves against lefties, 20th in baseball, 82 WRC plus. Mets against righties, 117 WRC plus, which is 4th in baseball. Pitching advantage, Mets. Hitting advantage, Mets. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement, see if that benefits them. The line has not moved. It opened up at -130. It's still at -130 for the Braves. The line's gone from 8.5 at even money to 8.5 -105, so 5 cents moving towards the over in this game, but nothing too crazy. A bunch of money's coming on the Mets, 61% of the bets, and 81% of the money's on the Mets. It's going to end up keeping me off of them. The fact that the line hasn't really moved is a little bit concerning. It's going to end up keeping me off this game. Obviously, I'll be rooting for the Mets, but I don't see this on. I don't see this one going the way of the Mets. But with pitching and hitting advantage, Mets, line moving towards the Braves, it's on the pass. Appreciate the hard work. I appreciate that. I know it's not. I know the show's not the same without Nick. I know it's not. And just constantly see the reminding of it is kind of annoying. I'm seeing Spencer Schwellenbach. Yes, I fixed it. Tim, what are you doing in Costco? I'm a stalker. But I mean, I need to have something else in order to be able to live. Supness, Lex. And that's also, by the way, Costco is also why I can't do the show on Sundays, on weekends, because I have to work at 10:30. So it's just something you guys are going to have to deal with. I'm going for the Reds. Okay. Lost 14 Liger, which included 3 legs of same-game parlay because of Nats team total. Oh, so multiple things. Okay. Braves and under. Mets. Nerfy. Let's go Rockies and Rays to the DMV. Go for it, dude. Speaking of the Rays, we got the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles, 9.5 total. Rays, slight -115 favorites. Dean Kramer and Zach Littell. Kramer today. Kramer this year, 14 appearances, 13 starts, 5-7 record at 4.99 ERA, 79 and a third innings pitched, 44 earned runs, 21 walks, and 61 strikeouts. His one relief outing was his last outing. He went 7 innings in relief, allowing 4 earned runs. But hey, he has not been good this year. Zach Littell has been good. 14 starts, 6-6 record, but a 3.84 ERA, including a complete game, which came as a 3 earned runs, 10 hits, 6 strikeouts, 117 pitches against the Houston Astros. They just didn't want to use bullpen that game. 86 and 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 10 walks, and 58 strikeouts. Zach Littell has been really good this year. So I'm going to give the obvious pitching advantage towards Tampa Bay. Hitting advantage is going to go towards, I believe it's Tampa? No, Baltimore. No, Tampa. Tampa, 113 WRC plus to 111 for Baltimore. So hitting and pitching advantage towards the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's go to line movement. The line's not moving towards them. Another line that opened up at -130. It's down to -115. So line, and then this one's gone from 9 at -110 to 9.5 at -110. So line movement towards the over. Another game where, although the money and everything, it's another game where the pitching and hitting advantage go one way, the line movement go the other way, and I'm going to have to pass. Because this is probably going to be a game that Baltimore wins. 72% of the bets, 76% of the money is on the Rays, and the line's moving towards Baltimore. So this one's going to be another pass. I want at least, if the line movement's going somewhere, I want it to go towards, I want at least one pitching or hitting advantage towards the line movement. So When both of them are against it, then no. Rays run line. I wouldn't talk you off of it. Over 9.5, Tampa versus Baltimore. I can see it. You have it one day. Okay. Line has kept moving on DK for Rays. This Christie moved 3 cents in the last 5 minutes. Okay. According to my line movement, it went from 130 to minus. Yeah, it's just not moving in the right direction. Mets here, but public dog. I'm so screwed. They're not really they're a public dog. I have a bad feeling about tonight's game too. It might be Rays run line plus 1.5. Maybe. Let's keep on rolling. The Cardinals and the White Sox. The Cardinals are minus 135 with a total of 8.5. We got Matthew Liberatore taking on Sean Burke. Liberatore has been solid this year. 4.17 ERA in 13 starts, a 3-6 record, 73 and a third innings pitch. 34 earned runs, 11 walks, and 62 strikeouts. But, they've lost 4 out of his last 5 starts. On the opposite side, Sean Burke has looked great. 14 appearances, 12 starts, a 3-7 record. His ERA is ballooned up to a 4.71. That was after giving up 7 earned runs in 3 2/3 versus the Astros. He's pitched 70 and 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 33 walks, and 54 strikeouts. I'm going to get pitching advantage is going towards Matthew Liberatore slightly, but I do like Sean Burke a lot. White Sox against lefties are actually moving their way up. 21st in baseball, 81 WRC plus. So they're starting to hit better. Cardinals versus righties are 12th at 105 WRC plus. So hitting and pitching advantage towards the Cardinals in this one. And then we look at line movement, where line movements move 2 cents towards the White Sox, and it's moved a half a run up. Which I like both these pitchers. So the line movement up is not really something I like. And the Cardinals are getting more 77% of the tickets and 59% of the money. And I want to go White Sox here. Honestly, you can call the Liberatore versus Burke about a 50-50 at this point. I want to go White Sox here. A little bit of a home doggy. Line moving that way. I'm gonna grab it here. I like Sean Burke. Plus 128 with the Chicago White Sox today. Cardinals are starting to fall apart. Going for Baltimore. When a team is favored money line, but their run line is a dog, that's fishy. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're seeing Shane Smith. Where am I looking? All right, that site's saying that Covers has been screwing me today. In that case, I like the White Sox even more if it's Shane Smith. Yeah, it is Shane Smith. What the heck is going on with Covers? Yeah, he's been great. 3-3 record, a 2.37 ERA in 13 starts, 68 and a third innings pitched, 64 strikeouts. You want your all-star for the Chicago White Sox? There you go. It's Shane Smith in his rookie year. He's been great. I just can't figure out why Covers is absolutely screwing me with pitchers today. I want to make sure that I haven't gotten any other pitchers wrong, because that's really annoying. That Covers has been completely screwing me. Is it saying that? Bubik Molly? Wow, it's not even saying. I'm so confused. Wow, the Covers has been awful today. They have Bueller and Wu. That's right. Patrick and Ben Brown, that's right. Cecilian Ray, that's right. Alexander and Spears is right. And then they have Vasquez versus TBD for. Okay, then we're not going to be able to do anything with the Dodger game, just because we don't have a line for that one. We don't have a starting pitcher. But I look at the next game too. White Sox, Royals versus Texas. Covers as Bubik versus Molly when it's Lugo versus Leiter. I don't know why it's doing that to me. I figured that out, and I like it even more. White Sox, Cardinals. It's Shane. Yeah, I figured that one out. The road run line is easier because we get to bat in the ninth no matter what. Exactly. Huge for -1.5. Correct. I was going to stay away from White Sox. Online for St. Louis. I do not like St. Louis today. Let's keep on rolling. Do I have stuff typed up multiple times? Red Sox. Did I not delete these? I'm confused on what I did. Hold on 1 second. That's today. That was yesterday's line. That was yesterday's line. That was yesterday's line. All right, I think I'm good now. Sorry, I just saw I had duplicates and everything. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard. Anyways, Red Sox and the Mariners. Mariners -170 favorites with a total of 7.5. How about them Red Sox though? On a nice little 6-game winning streak now. They're putting themselves back up in the conversation. They're 5.5 games back for the division, and they're in a wild card spot now. So good for the Red Sox, and this AL East is starting to look like a better division. Holy shit, the Rays are 8 games over 500. That is crazy to see. Anyways, but for the pitching today, it's Walker Buehler taking on Brian Woo. Mariners -170. Buehler this year, 11 starts, a 5-4 record, a 5.01 ERA, 55 and 2/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 18 walks, and 51 strikeouts. He's been not great this year, but he's had a couple bad starts. Brian Woo, 13 starts, a 5-4 record, a 3.39 ERA, 82 and 1/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 12 walks, and 72 strikeouts. Pitching advantage towards Mr. Woo. Both of them are facing righties, where Seattle has 7th in baseball for WRC plus at 111, and the Red Sox go all the way down to 19th, and that was with Rafael Devers in their lineup. Obviously, no more Rafael Devers. I look at this, and Boston, an impressive win last night. Let's go ahead and take a look at the line movement. By the way, hitting advantage Seattle, pitching advantage Seattle. And then line movements, 3 cents towards the Red Sox. Like this is kind of weird that the line movement's not really going that way. 7.5 and -110 to 7.5 and -105. So slight movement towards the under. And with more of the money's okay, I guess the line movement makes sense because 56% of the money is on the Boston Red Sox. I kind of want to take the I'm going to take Seattle here. I'm going to take Seattle because whenever I see a big trade, and then normally I like to back the team the first game, which I did not back Boston yesterday, and that was a regret. I wish I did. But I'm going to fade them today. It'll be like the first day without them. I'm getting +125 with the Seattle Mariners on the run line. So we're going to grab Seattle here in this game. Seattle run line. Mariners and our first place of the Wow, Seattle's definitely dropped. Seattle's now 4.5 games back. Seattle bounced back. Brew Crew. We'll talk about the Brew Crew in a couple of minutes. Woo! Over 6.5 strikeouts. I can see it. All right, we'll talk about the Brew Crew now. We get the Brewers and the Cubs. Cubs minus 145 favorites. 9's your total. We get Chad Patrick and Ben Brown. Chad Patrick this year has been great, although he is coming off his worst outing where he allowed 5 runs, 7 hits, and 5 innings. He also did get 8 strikeouts on that one, so I guess that's not terrible. He's pitched in 15 starts, 15 games, 14 of them were starts, a 3-6 record, a 3.25 ERA, 74 and 2/3 innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 23 walks, and 71 strikeouts. Chad Patrick has been really, really solid this year. Ben Brown has been not. 14 appearances, 12 starts, a 3-5 record, a 5.71 ERA, 69 and a third innings pitched, 44 runs, 23 walks, and 83 strikeouts. He's had 4 starts this year where he allowed 6 runs or more. So he's either going to be really good, giving up less than 2 or less, or 6 or more. Which Ben Brown are you going to get today? So hitting advantage, Brew Crew. Pitching advantage, Brew Crew. Hitting advantage, Cubs. Cubs versus righties, 115 WRC plus. Milwaukee is bottom 5 at 93 WRC plus. So huge hitting advantage towards the Cubbies. Line movement, about 5 cents towards the Cubbies because it opened up at minus 140. Now it's up to 145. I'm starting to see some 150s. And then where did the line move for total? It hasn't really moved at all for the total. So I'm not really worried about that. Where's the line coming in? Money's coming in on the Cubbies, 76% of the bets, 78% of the money. For me, it's Cubbies or nothing. And I would have to grab a run line here, but I'm gonna go with nothing. I don't want to overload my card with plays today, especially after how bad yesterday went. So this one's gonna be a pass. I'm going for Boston. I'm not going for Seattle. Passing on that. Okay. Cubbies. It's Cubbies or nothing for me, for sure. We got 3 more baseball games left at the Royals and the Rangers will be going after it. I have to go over to MLB for the pitching matchup because Covers wants to give me the complete wrong matchup because it is Lugo versus Leiter. Lugo this year, a 3-5 record across a 3.18 ERA in 12 starts, 70 and 2/3 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, and a 1.15 whip. On the opposite side, if we can load up, that would be great. There we go. Is Al Leader, the Vanderbilt product, 4-3 record, a 3.88 ERA in 11 starts, 55 and 2/3 innings pitched, 45 strikeouts, and a 1.24 walk. They've both been solid enough in the rotation. Pitching advantage is going to go towards Mr. Lugo. Both of them are righty, so let's go see who has the hitting advantage, which I'm going to guess is the Royals. And I would be wrong, but they both suck. Texas, 93 WRC plus. Royals, 87 WRC plus. So both of them cannot hit their respective starting pitchers, which is going to push me towards an under in this one. But let's just check out the line movement. Lines moved towards the under. So I am going to be grabbing the under here. Under 8.5 between the Royals and the Rangers. Both teams just cannot hit. Let's see if I can find a good line. 8.5 minus 112. Give me the Royals. Sorry, give me the under. Both teams. For WRC plus versus right-hand pitching. Cubs haven't been scoring. Have they been that bad? Yeah, they really haven't been. Jeez. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 8. 3-0, 6-1, 7-0. Yeah, they've been very inconsistent, but they're still winning. They're still winning games. They're doing it with pitching now. I'm going for the boy crew. I'm staying away from the cabin. Okay. Rangers in the under. Yeah, it's the under. Durfee in the under. Yes, I like the under here. We've got 2 more MLB games today, and then we'll head to the hockey game. Guardians and the Giants. The Giants are minus 145 with a total of 7. Siciliani versus Robbie Ray. I believe Siciliani is 5 starts, 1-3 record, a 4.26 ERA, and 25 and 3rd innings pitched. 12 earned runs, 7 walks, and 28 strikeouts. He's been good. 1 bad start where he allowed 5 earned runs to the Angels. Other than that, 3 runs or less in the other 4 starts. On the opposite side, we get a resurgence of a Robbie Ray, who has been part of this pitching staff that's been phenomenal for the Giants. 14 starts, an 8-1 record, a 2.55 ERA, 81 and 1/3 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 33 walks, and 92 strikeouts. He has been phenomenal so far for the Giants this year. So pitching advantage towards Mr. Robbie Ray. Cleveland versus lefties is not good. 23rd in WRC plus at 77. Giants versus righties is slightly above average with a 102 WRC plus, which is 17th in baseball. Let's look at this. Is going to be an interleague game. The line movement has gone from 160 to 145. So the line's moving towards Cleveland in this one. And the line's moving towards the under. Once again, another game that hitting and pitching advantage on one side, and the market is going the opposite way. This one's going to be another pass. I guess it would have to be leaning towards the Guardians, but not anything I've got to get involved with. I'm not going to stay away from this one. This game, I'm on the Texas Rangers. Go Texas. You're rooting for the Texas Rangers? Aren't you an Astros fan? Giants at home with Ray. Cash cow with a decent money line price. It's not a cash cow, and the only reason why is the total is at a 7, and it's 180 to 280 for the money line. Cleveland plus 210, yes, to make the playoffs. No, I don't think Cleveland makes the playoffs. No. Final game of the day, because we're not talking the Dodgers Padres because we don't have a pitcher for the Dodgers. So can't really go after that game. We get the Astros and the Athletics. It's a pick 'em. Alexander versus Spears. Alexander has pitched in 4 games this year. Okay, it's a bullpen game because he's pitched 6 innings and has allowed 12 earned runs, so he has not been good. Granted, nine of those runs came in 2 1/3 versus the Dodgers. Whatever. In an ugly game for the Astros. Right, for the Astros? No, he pitched for the Athletics. And now they traded him. Interesting. On the opposite side, you got J.P. Sears, who has pitched in 14 games this year, a 5-5 record, a 5.08 ERA, 72 and 2/3 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 14 walks, and 58 strikeouts. This is a very interesting line. I'm not going to judge any hitting stats for the Athletics just because they're going up against a bullpen game, so who knows. But Houston against lefties has been one of the best in baseball, 122 WRC plus. I could easily see this game going over. Let's go take a look at the line movement in this one. And the line's gone towards the over. So that's where we're going to end up going. Where's the money? Just to make sure. Yeah, we're going to go over in this game to end my card because this is going to be this game may hit close to 20 runs. I can get 10.5 at minus 125 or at minus 108. Ooh, yes. Yeah, give me the over in the last MLB game of the day. Over, yes. Pass on the world time. I'm going, okay. 6 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 3 home runs. Yeah, it's very, very small sample size. Tim, in addition, the Giants got Devers, could be in the lineup today. Keep an eye on that. If he's in the lineup, that might be more of a, I want to look towards Cleveland, but I don't know. What you got on the W? Oh, I'm fading my Valkyrie today. I have, wow, there's 6 games today. I have not looked at it. Graham, DM me on Twitter. Here, I'll put my Twitter link in the chat. DM me on Twitter, and I will I will talk to you about the WNBA card later, after I cap it, because I'm not going to cap it on the show. But I'll let you know. What's up, my guys? Let's get this cash today. Hit the like button, people. So much for appreciation. Subscribe and share. Tim, you know the rest to say, my dog. Yes, MLB. Value. A's money line. Won't talk you off of them. OKC easy money last night. Indy is done. OKC wins for sure. Done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Once again, the toughest opponent for the Oklahoma City Thunder was the Denver Nuggets. Yes, I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers because Texas Rangers not in front of us. But it's okay. I played them when I'm in the show. Okay. Let's head to the Stanley Cup Finals, which I think this game will probably be over tonight because Lord Stanley is in the building. Minus 150 for the Panthers, 6.5 total. Panthers up 3-2 in the series. We'll go ahead and take a look at line movement in this game. I'll pull that up. And it's gone from opening up at minus 135 for the Florida Panthers to up in these 150 numbers. Lines also move towards the under, but yeah, you got me messed up if you think I'm going to actually take an under in a Stanley Cup Finals that has been over. Yeah, there's no chance I'm taking the under. Line movement, crazy towards them, but it makes sense when all the handles on the Panthers. I am taking the Florida Panthers to close it out tonight. I have their puck line at plus 165. I think this is the last game of the NHL season. Panthers will host the Cup for the second year in a row, and then the Sabres will host it next year. But Panthers finish off the Cup tonight. Oilers will force a Game 7. No. I'm going to save this, but I'm not going for the Athletics. I'm staying right. I'm going with the Astros. Okay, cool. But that is everything for today's card. I will be posting up the entire card up on the Earle Sports Bets member only. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out. If you guys are watching on ESB, or if you guys are watching on Picks and Parleys, all the plays are up on the site if you're interested in grabbing something from over there. So there you go. Hit the sham button. Damn right. Florida. Yes, Florida finishes off today. And the WNBA card will be in there as well. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.